We are the Jefferson Historical Society, and we purchased an old building that was the Masonic Hall, built in 1865, and renovated it for our headquarters. Our first floor we use for meetings, programs, just public events, and our second floor is a museum of the history of the town of Jefferson. It's named after Nicholas J. Juried, who funded most of the building restoration. And that museum covers a wide swath of information about the history of the town. We have displays related to veterans, displays related to the agricultural heritage of the town. We're in the process now of revamping displays. Every winter we do major updates to the museum, so it's not a static site. We want people to have a reason to come back another year. If they've seen it one year, well, they should come back again because there will be many new displays. And right now we're in the process of developing displays on a massive restoration we did on our piano. We're developing a display about the anti-rent war history in this area in the 1840s. We're developing a display about the very earliest settlers of Jefferson. And we've done a lot of research and figured out that there are actually some very, very discrete little pools of areas in New England where people moved from New England, some places in Connecticut, near Waterbury and Watertown, and in Blandford, Massachusetts, where large numbers of people from very small area moved to Jefferson all about the same time. And in many cases, the tie between those people are they served in the Revolutionary War together. So the Revolutionary War essentially created pools of people who came here en masse. And the population just exploded once the land was surveyed in the 1790s. We have displays about veterans, and over the years we've changed that from a little bit about a lot of different wars to last year we changed it to a display on World War I, and including the personal effects of Carl Skidmore, who was the only Jefferson soldier to die in battle in World War I. And his personal effects that came back after he was killed are in the museum now, borrowed from the old stone fort. And he also was a member of the lodge that met in this building. So that's kind of interesting too. He's going to come back here. We have a variety of events throughout the year. We'll have an art show of the works of Werner Wrench on Memorial Day weekend. We got access to a large collection of glass plate negatives taken in the basically 1900 to 1915. It's over 300 negatives. We're going to have a show of that photo studio's work on the art drive-about the county art drive-about weekend in October. So we'll have a lot of pictures from him. Then we have a series of speakers coming up. George McCroy will be giving a talk about the very earliest settlers. He's our honcho on that. We'll be having a showing of the Calico Rebellion video, which is about the anti-rent war, primarily in Delaware County, centered around Andes, but it was a big event in Schoharie County too. The weekend after we do that video showing, we'll be doing a walkabout, drive-about on Blenheim Hill, looking at the sites where the anti-rent war protesters gathered and where different things happened, where some of the anti-rent war people were imprisoned in a church, where the sheriffs and their deputies brought their horses in and trampled around inside the church, and all sorts of stories related to that. From a Revolutionary War perspective, we'll be having a presentation in the old Jefferson Cemetery with people dressed up in period costumes, playing the role of Revolutionary War soldiers, or in some cases their wives, describing their history to the visitors. And down the street, short walk, we have 4 District Schoolhouse, a restored 1837 schoolhouse that looks about exactly like it would have looked when the students were last there in the 1930s. And that will be open on Sundays this summer, second and fourth Sundays. Our museum itself is open Saturdays, each Saturday from 10 to 2, between Memorial Day and Labor Day. That's the period when the schoolhouse is open as well. And we lease the Maple Museum building, which was the 1830s Presbyterian church. And that's used for our bigger events, our concerts, and our big yard sale, any event that we can't fit within Judd Hall.